Greetings and salutations. I've been under here doing a job that I've been putting off for months, and that's hooking up the fuel pump for the fuel cell. So this, I have a bracket made for this so that I don't have to rely on zip ties, but this is where the fuel pump's going to be activated with a relay. It's 12 volts that goes up to the power lug on the solenoid, and I have push button switch here. I also have one up here in the inside the bus. That's this wire here. This is the kill switch, and I think this is the wiring for the low oil alert. Oh, by the way, there's my cushions. I'm not particularly too proud of these. They didn't turn out as well as I would hope they would have, but I'll show you in a minute what was kind of screwing me. I had some issues with the sewing machine that I've never sewn before, not to the degree that this is the most sewing I've ever done in my life. Anyway, that's what those look like. I got these. I got to take these inside. I got some neodymium magnets I need to sew into the top edge so that I can stick them to the wall. Same thing with this one and this full panel that's going here. But as far as I'm not too I don't know about that color. It's a little too light. I probably should have gone with a darker blue. I like the pattern. I'm just not a real big fan of the color. Fortunately, I know a guy with a sewing machine and has plenty of time to do this kind of stuff. And I think a 10-yard bolt of that fabric costs $80. It's not like it's a budget buster. But anyway. No, I still haven't finished the bathroom tile. I might work on that tomorrow. But I wanted to get this done. And I know you can't tell right now, but this morning when I got up, it was really hazy. Apparently there's some fires out in California, and there's a lot of smoke haze. You couldn't even see the mountains off to the west. So I still didn't get out here till after 10 o'clock, and fortunately it was hot, but it was very overcast, so I can handle the heat. It's the intensity of the sun that will just drive you nuts. But now it's all gone, as clear can be. But I got this done, and I went to go hook up my fuel gauge, and it's not registering. So the fuel gauge either is not set up for this sender, because the sender works. I just tested it, but I need to get a gauge and make sure it works before I run the wires and everything. But yeah, I got a bunch of wires and stuff to secure yet here, but the fuel pump is run and it is wired and it works. I'm going to get a clear filter to put in between here, because that fuel cell has foam in it as a baffle to keep the fuel from sloshing, and I'm certain that with the amount of ethanol that's in fuel these days, that foam is going to deteriorate, and I don't want that plugging up my carburetor. I'd rather have it plug up a cheap fuel filter. So it's something I discovered today while I was spending some quality time underneath the bus running wires. I noticed something, and if you have one of these cheap Chinese diesel heaters, you might want to check a couple of things just as some general housekeeping. And I would sure hate for you to have to need the thing and turn it on and only discover that something's amiss. And let me show you what I found when I was running some wiring here. So yeah, I know I gotta put this in loom. This is the fuel line for the diesel fired heater, and this is the switch 12 volts to the relay, and I got to run a couple of more wires for the fuel gauge yet, so this is all going to go into loom. But when I got up underneath here, one thing I noticed, you see that up there? That right there at the end of my digit? That's the rubber isolated mount for the fuel pump. That's the fuel pump. I need to get on the other side of this axle. Hold on. Lord, Sarah. Everything I touch, I'm gonna get black as fuck. Alright. There's fuel pump. There's the rubber mount. And it just broke. It just couldn't. And the other thing I noticed too is that the fuel line, the rubber line that connects this plastic line, is also dry rotted, and that's not even a year old. This bus pretty much is sitting where it was sitting when I installed this diesel fired heater, and excuse me, and it just, you know, the weight of the fuel pump itself broke the moorings, that little rubber isolated mount. So if you have one of these diesel fired heaters, you might want to check your fuel pump and make sure it's still attached to whatever you attached it to. And also check those rubber lines that connect the hard lines to the fuel filter and the fuel pump. I found it very difficult to find rubber hose, like fuel line, 1/8 inch rubber fuel line. Maybe you have better luck at your parts store, but I hit all the ones here in our little dirt town, and nobody had 1/8 inch rubber fuel line. So what I ended up doing is getting some, I don't even remember where I put it now. Up inside here. Yeah, this stuff. I ended up getting some of this, which is big enough to fit over some of the things. It's a silicone line. It's big enough to fit over the fuel lines, and flexible enough to fit over the fuel pump and whatnot. So get yourself some of that. I'll put a link in the description. I'm pretty sure I bought that at Amazon. So check your diesel fuel heater if you have purchased one of those. Oh, it is so nice in here. I think I'm done out here for the day. I'm getting pretty thirsty. I'm gonna grab these. I'm gonna go wash my hands first. Grab these window coverings and sew those magnets in, and I'll show you what I found out on the third of the 4 cushions that I was working on. After I'd completed 4 of them, what I found out I was doing wrong. Is there an ant in here? Let's go inside. Okay, sitting at the sewing machine here, and I got a big ass spool of thread, and I'm gonna go ahead and thread this. I'll show you what I was doing wrong. This goes down here like this. It goes all the way up like that, and then it connects in through there, and then it goes in through here, clicks into here, goes into here, and then I threaded it. Somebody give me some scissors? Yeah? Please? Thank you. Muchas gracias. So I go through all that and then I thread the needle. Look at that. Almost on the first try. Did you catch what I did wrong yet? Let me pull you off of here and I'll show you. See that little wire right there? That thread is supposed to go behind there. Come on, you can do it. Yep. Just like that. And if that thread is not behind there, let's just say your sewing machine isn't going to work with the tanker's dam. Your stitch is going to be all kittywampus, and you'll be going, what the heck's going wrong? I'd show you, but I'm just too embarrassed. But suffice it to say, you look at the underside of this and all the internal workings in, you think that there's no way that missing that little keep right there, missing that would render this sewing machine pretty much useless. But once I put that thread behind that little keep, this thing sewed like a dream. So I have these neodymium magnets. They're 1 inch by 1/8 inch. Come on, fucking Jesus. I think they're 1 inch by 1/8 inch. Come with little 3M stickers. And I'm going to sew these into the top edge of that. Let's see. Yeah. I'm going to sew that into the factory edge. Oh. Careful. And I'll put one on the outside so I can see where it's at, and I'll just take and I'll kind of sew that right into the hem so it's captured inside the fabric, and then I can use that to attach that to the metal body of the bus, and that'll be the way these things are held up. Oh, I didn't figure on that. Dang it. just like that. Blocked out. Alright, that's all I got for today. Sorry I don't have any more, but the fuel system for the generator is completely wired right now. Well, not completely, but you know, I got to do some finishing touches up here at the front. But that's when I get to working up here in the front. But for the most part, the relay's in, and all I need to do is get a gauge that works with this sending unit, and also I need to get a fuel filter, and I can put some gasoline in that fuel cell and test it, see if it works. I know it works. I've done it before, but anyway. Yeah. Now I just need to get in here and finish this damn tile. Man, talk about procrastinating. But if you like the bus build, smash the like button and share this video with your vast social media network. That helps the channel immensely. If you haven't subscribed to me before, underneath this window is a button that says subscribe. Punch that and a little bell icon right next to it, so that way YouTube will let you know next time I upload a video. If you want to support this build and others like it, there's some links in the description to Amazon affiliate links, PayPal, and Patreon. Check those out if you're interested. If you can afford to do that, then I thank you in advance. And if you can't afford to do that, that's okay. It probably means we're related. So until next time, you have fun, stay safe, shoot straight, keep the powder dry, and have a splendid day. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.